In this episode, we're leaving Hervey Bay, we're jumping on the ferry, and we're heading to the iconic K'gari, or Fraser Island. It's a big sand island and we do a lot of driving. Check out some sites like Eli Creek, Lake Mackenzie. Yeah, we meet some people who are in trouble and maybe get into some ourselves. We also might just run into somebody just a little bit famous. This is a 2-part series, so stick around.
Oh, it's noisy here. Ooh.
What are you doing? Showing the viewers a half-eaten scone.
Show them your mug.
It was too good to save, wasn't it?
It was brilliant. Good scones. Where are we? I think it's called Salt in Hervey Bay.
Yeah,
It's worth a mention.
beautiful.
Good coffee, good scones. Bit windy. Ooh, look at that. We are in the middle of the ocean.
Please don't sink.
For your safe driving.
Yep, so we're on the barge. I made it on okay.
You did a great job reversing on.
It's not packed, so there was a little bit of space to play with. And the positive thing is we get to drive off, so guess who's doing that?
I get the easy part.
Seriously. So we have aired down here on the boat. We're sitting on
15.
15 all round.
Yeah.
We're not really sure what condition the tracks are in over there, but we do know that Fraser Island, it's sand. It's the biggest sand island in the world.
Yeah, plus we're towing, and all combined we're 4.7 tonne. So, you want to make sure we've got traction so we can get through that sand all right.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Oh, we're almost there. And we're off. Woohoo!
And it starts.
And we're on K'gari. K'gari?
K'gari.
Have fun coming back up here.
This is Craig on the CB, by the way.
All right.
We've got Craig. So Craig started the journey with us. And here he is. He's joined us on Fraser. What a legend. We're on the beach.
We're on the beach.
We're on the beach. Yay!
morning everyone. A few things you need to know when you're coming to Kagari. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyway, Fraser Island. You do need permits, so there's a vehicle permit, so every car that you bring over needs to have that permit. It's the same as when you go to any national parks that has permits needed. You can buy a 1 month permit, which is what we did. I think it ran at about $50. Go to the Queensland National Park website and it'll explain it all. You can always buy an annual one as well, which of course is a lot more expensive, but if you're going to come back, make it worthwhile. You also need a camping permit, which again is on the same website. You book that, so I would suggest booking your ferry first and then looking at your campsites and seeing where you can get in, because the ferry is the thing obviously that's going to dictate when you actually come over. The camping permits are the same as all the other national parks. Costs are pretty low. I think it's $7 per person per night. You do need to display a pass for your camp, okay? So there is an email that you're sent after you're booked, and there's a printable ticket that you then display on your camp. Now, we knew that was necessary. We didn't know how necessary it was, but obviously we're traveling, we don't have print capabilities. So we just came on over anyway. Now the ranger did come by, and really nice guy, and they are. He talked us through everything, gave us a lot of information, and one of those things was about the passes. He asked why we didn't have ours displayed. We explained it. He said, no worries, just this once, I'll give you your passes. And we just filled them out by hand. So I'll just show you the ticket here on the camper. So nice and visible, and that's just so when you leave camp they can actually see it and see the permit. The other thing that you'll see up here is the pink ribbon. Now the ranger gave us that after we did have a bit of a yarn, and he gave us all the information about fires. At the moment there's complete fire prohibition, so you cannot have fires on the island at all. Gave us a whole lot of information about that. He also told us about dingo safety. Obviously that is really serious over here. And that is all about keeping your rubbish contained. You are not allowed to have any food scraps, any rubbish exposed at any point. And he even went so far as to say, if you're out on the beach fishing, you need to have your bait and any catch in a bucket with a lid. It cannot just be sitting out on the beach, because that's food for the dingoes. And you will be fined if you're caught. Now, when you display your pink ribbon, that means to the other rangers that you've been given that information. So if they come along to your camp and find a bag of rubbish exposed, anything really, then you'll be fined. There's basically zero tolerance to it once you've been given the information. So he did say that they're out there to teach predominantly, but once you know, then it's zero tolerance. And I think that's fair enough. So in terms of rubbish, we've actually got 2 of these dirty bags. These are the drifter ones. They're really good quality. You can see it is actually a really dirty bag. But you can keep your rubbish contained in those until you're heading off down the beach. There is rubbish disposal points all along the island. So get to know where they are. The ranger was nice enough to give us information about that as well. There is a couple of fresh drinking water places as well. There's not many, so do find out where they are if you need them. Obviously you've got freshwater creeks, but they are predominantly for enjoying rather than going and bathing in and doing all that stupid stuff, so don't do any of those. And then camping spots, they're so, talking of ranger, there he goes, bye! The camping spots over here are really varied. You've got so many different zones, so you will have to do a lot of research on those yourselves. I think we've mentioned we're in zone 4, which is really quite central, right up the road to Eli Creek. I think we're sitting just under 2 k's from Eli, so we can even walk there if you want to. You want to? No, he doesn't. Anyway, there you go. Hope that helps.
Lake Creek time. Oh yeah. Wow, it's busy today.
Yes, it is. Well, I suppose it's always busy at Eli Creek in the middle of the day.
Yeah, but you don't know, this is freshwater creek that runs out into the ocean, and it's beautiful. How cold?
It's really cold.
Oh, that's fresh. Oh, that is fresh.
Come on, Ricky!
Here he comes. Better late than never.
Seriously, can't go anywhere without the filming.
Hey, I'm going to lose subscribers looking at your butt. Oh, hold on. What's this? What happened? You get beach back there.
Look at the queue. Woo.
This is not even Nagala rocks.
No, this is Pyongan rocks.
This is just a
Look at that.
bypass.
I think I only got about half the queue as well on camera. A lot of vans and caravans today. Woo. Oh, glad we didn't have to sit in that.
Crazy
We are off to Lake Mackenzie today, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
We're going to go, we haven't actually seen the other lakes on the island before. We have actually been to Lake Mackenzie. We haven't been to Lake Birrabeen and Lake Boomanjin. So we thought we might have a look at it. That's a bumpy bit. When you go inland and you actually go to Lake Mackenzie, you can then go down to the other two lakes and then cut back onto the beach down south. It's going to be a bit of a drive, I think.
Yeah, it will be. It's going to be a long day with all the traffic and everything.
Hey, we've got a packed lunch. Jenny made some salad wraps, nice and healthy.
What? No ham?
No ham. I'm sure Craig will cook a pie, make a pizza. Yes. Anyway, onward. So we're just travelling across the island after leaving Lake Mackenzie, and we've come across a carload that is bogged. It's a little Prado. So the boys have just gotten out and they're just going to give them a hand. Where are you guys from?
France, Italy, Germany.
Oh, nice. Oh, well, we made it out. That was a difficult recovery. It was a little hired Prado, and they were right up to their diff, weren't they?
Problem is the hire companies don't want them to go below 20 psi.
Yeah, so their PSI was too high. They were in deep soft sand up to their diff, so we did let their tyre pressures down. We actually got them to come back a little bit using the winch, but then we still had to go around in front of them. That allowed us to pass them, and then we snatched them up the hill and onto some firmer ground. I love the way I'm saying we. I really just stood by. I was so helpful.
Lake
Birrabeen.
Birrabeen.
Birrabeen here before.
You're a comedian. Just like Lake Mackenzie, but no one's here.
It is, it's beautiful.
Huh?
I guess it's just a little known place, isn't it?
Well, there's not much parking either. You probably get a dozen cars down here. That's about it.
There is another car park. Look, it's got toilets.
Picnic tables.
Definitely, if you're coming to Fraser Island, make the
effort.
journey over to Lake Birrabeen because it is gorgeous. Well, that was Lake Boomanjin. Not much to see. It looks like it's one of the biggest lakes on the island, but the beaches, and you can see pristine white beaches over there, they're just not accessible. So, well, was it worth it? Yeah, sure, of course it was. It's always worth a look. It's a long way to get here though. I made it back to the eastern beach.
On high tide.
Right on high tide. It was high tide about 20 minutes ago, so I'll give you a look. This is the Maheno wreck. Let's go and have a look. Now at the Pinnacles.
Gotta love your allergies.
Yeah, I'm a bit red. Yes, the east coast winds. Alright, time for a rubbish run. Let's go and find a bin. I got that one in the face. Oh yeah, you got wet too. Sorry. Do you guys mind if I just slot you in there?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Whoa, I almost got a bit starstruck.
Yeah.
Oh, Shauno and Graham. Look at that, eh?
24/7 crew.
Yeah. Went up and said hi.
Yeah.
Hopefully I got a bit of footage. I was a bit excited, so I don't know what I was doing with the camera.
Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for Fraser Island Part 2. This one is action-packed. We're going to head all the way up north to Sandy Cape. Yes, we do run into a little bit of trouble, but after that, we make our way back to enjoy some more fantastic time on the island. Thanks again for joining us.
Cut! Just stop the recording.
You're gonna have to yell. It's the water one. You have to yell at the camera.
Voiceover. Edit. So Craigie boy can't handle the March flies, so he's in the car listening to the cricket. So tell me what you really think of Fluffy.
Hate Fluffy.
Poor Fluffy.
Yeah, well, I want you to stick Fluffy where the sun don't shine.
We love Fluffy.